What's cracking, Raza? We're back at you with another video. This one's gonna be a video on a video by Swamp Stories. The video was called at first, I think it was something like Surenos taking over the Bay Area or something along those lines, but he changed it to Surenos versus the Bay Area. So I'm gonna just get into it. So I watched the channel before. I personally don't watch it because of a lot of misinformation, but hey, more power to whoever runs that channel. As far as the video goes that I'm speaking on, homeboy made it seem like Richmond homies are out here telling on everyone and smoking innocent people. But let's be honest, everyone that gets smoked to the media is innocent, with no gang ties whatsoever. But then you talk to people that knew the person or you see their social medias, and according to them, they're the hardest gang members out here. Not to say innocent people don't get smoked, because of course, sadly, there's always going to be casualties of war. But I went through some of the comments on the video, and there were some particular norteños that were commenting saying Upstate Surenos only kill innocent people. But come on now, let's be real. Most people are not innocent in the war. For example, just here in San Jose, off the top of my head, I can think of 2 actual innocent people that were killed by norteños. And I only speak on these 2 because these are actual confirmed innocent civilians that were killed here. But there is a few more. One was an 8th grader playing at a park with his friends. That incident is the one that it's involving ex-norteño turned Northern Rider Scrappy Diaz, and I believe he's no longer a Northern Rider. I think now he's an NC, a Nostra Cosa member. But this is all documented, so I'm not saying anything that's not on black and white. And the other incident was, it was a white dude who got killed for wearing, I believe it was a Cowboys jersey or a Dodgers jersey. I can't remember, but it was one of those. But regardless, he's gone because of it. And rest in peace to him. I don't want to butcher his name, just out of respect for his family. But rest in peace to Christopher. I think it's Kale or Keel or Kyle, one of the 3. But I'm just going to call him Christopher K. So that's his name. And I'll include the links to both of the news reports. And if I find them, I'll read a small piece of both reports. Okay, so I found both incidents. I found both of them. So, like I said, I will leave the links of the news reports in the description if you guys want to check them out for yourselves. But I will read a small portion of each one. Well, the other one's pretty short, so I'll just read the whole thing. But the first one is this one. This is the one involving the 8th grader. Christian, an 8th grader at Willow Glen Middle School, was hanging out with 2 friends in a park, sometimes frequented by Surenos, the norteños' rival gang. Salinas and 2 fellow norteños, Robert Sanchez and Alexander Diaz, went to the park that day looking to kill someone in retaliation for a stabbing of a fellow gang member. When they found Christian and his friends, Salinas and Sanchez asked the kids what gang they belonged to. When the teens said they did not belong to a gang, Salinas and Sanchez claimed to be Surenos in an attempt to coax Christian and his friends to admit to being Surenos. Diaz, meanwhile, was waiting in the bushes with a sawed-off shotgun as his partners confronted Christian and his friends. After the initial confrontation, the 3 gang members conferred in the bushes and decided to attack the teens. Sanchez and Salinas emerged first and began beating up both boys. Diaz then emerged and from a distance of not more than 3 feet shot and killed Christian. One of the 3 tried to kill one of Christian's friends, but the gun jammed, Esger said. But for that, we most likely would have had 2 dead boys in that park. And this is the news report for the second incident with the 19-year-old Christopher K. So it says their names, but you know, whatever. On July 25th, 2015, officers responded to the 1300 block of Sunbeam Circle on a report of a person being shot. Police said the victim, identified as Christopher K., 19 of San Jose, was in the driveway of a residence and talking with others when a light-colored compact vehicle pulled up. A passenger exited the vehicle and asked the victim if he was in a gang or denied being in a gang. The suspect shot him, got back in the vehicle, and fled the area. Kay was transported to the hospital and died a short time later. During the course of the investigation, police identified the 3 suspects involved in the murder. Police obtained arrest warrants for the suspects, and they were taken into custody Thursday. Two of the suspects were located in San Jose, and the other suspect was located in Milpitas. So, like I said, some casualties of war, they can be avoided, but it just happens sometimes. Not to say it's right, because obviously it's not. On both sides, I don't care what you are, a norteño or a sureño, you know. But sometimes, as everybody knows, clothing is a big part of why things happen. And, you know, it's just something you can't really look over, because on both sides, when you see the other color, you're gonna, it's like a bull seeing red. You automatically want to attack. That's just the way it is. But let's get on with the video. Now, as for the video itself, the reasons as to why Sureños started in Northern California, they were all wrong. The dates were wrong. Most of the information was wrong. But I'll leave that up to Swamp Stories to either fix himself or keep feeding false information. Lastly, I'll say this. Sureños have not taken over Northern California or the Bay Area, and probably never will. The chances of that happening are slim to none. And to the homies that watch this video and don't agree with me, let's be realistic. You know, it's Northern California. It's, you know, for that to happen, you would need norteños to be the smaller number. And as most of us know, that's not the case. Yes, there are cities that have been taken over by Sureños up north, but even with those, it's not even close. But with that being said, that's my 2 cents on the video by Swamp Stories about Sureños taking over Northern California, or as he changed the title, Sureños versus the Bay Area. Since, you know, he changed the title, I have to add both of them. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Comment if you have anything to add or anything you think I missed, or, you know, just inform me on some things. And don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.